Class AA team looking for their first AA state football title is the Tulsa Rebels. Head coach Mike Smith joins me now. Mike, welcome in, buddy.
Thank you, Fred. How are you, buddy?
I'm all right. I missed you Wednesday night.
Yeah, well, I put it in my phone, and I put it in there as Monday, and I was in the office on Monday waiting on a call that I never got, so I apologize for that.
That's all right. I might have told you Monday. You know me, man. Sometimes, hey, we're going to have a nice hot breakfast come Sunday morning, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Tell me about this ball game tonight, man. I got to listen to most of it while I was preparing for game night, and it was just total dominant by your Rebels tonight.
Yeah, our defense has played really well through these playoffs. You know, we've given up 6 points, and tonight they showed up and played well again. And I think we got an early start on them. We scored on the first possession, and I think it kind of took the wind out of their sails a little bit.
Well, Coach, you talk about defensively, 22-0 the win over Mingo Central, 54-0 shutout Herbert Hoover, and Liberty Raleigh only scored 6. So 6 points through 3 games in the playoffs. You can't get much better than that, Coach.
No, the defense has played really well.
All right, let's talk about the offensive side. And you can't talk about the Tulsa Rebels, and I know he's not all you've got, but you can't talk about the Rebels unless you talk about Luke Presley. He's just one heck of a kid.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player, man, and not only is he a good player, he's a great kid. He's one of those kids that just plays, and he loves to play, and that's what makes him so special. He just loves the game and loves to play.
Seth McMillan also had a nice game for you tonight as well. So you had a nice balanced rushing attack in the game. You had 268 yards rushing. Wasn't all Luke Presley in the semifinals. Seth McMillan also had a nice night running the football as well.
Yeah, and our fullbacks who don't carry it a whole lot, but when they do, they did a good job tonight too. I don't know exactly how much they had, but we was well balanced in the backfield, and when you got 3 guys or 4 guys back there that you can just rotate in and out and run the ball with, it makes you, it kind of wears on you.
Talking with head coach Mike Smith, his Rebels win tonight 22-0 over Mingo Central. Now they're going to Wheeling Island Stadium to play the Bridgeport Indians for the Class AA state championship. You and I talked about this last Sunday, Mike, in Parkersburg, and I know the Rebels have been there. They lost to Bluefield, I believe. No, they lost. Was it?
No, they
Wayne.
lost to Wayne.
Well,
Fred.
lost to Wayne. They lost to Wayne. But you, as the head coach, you've not been there. This has got to be kind of a week of anticipation coming up for you.
Well, it's not even something that we've really talked about a whole lot, and our kids are we're just excited to be there. We're excited about having the opportunity to play Bridgeport. They've been number 1 all year, and I'm sure they got a great team, and we want to show up and we'll see what we can do, and hopefully it'll be a good ball game.
Coach, you go into this game with just 1 loss, and that was a 2-point loss to Boyd County, Kentucky, 34-32. You're just 2 points away from going into this also undefeated. It's been a tremendous year, and take out that 2-point loss, you'd be right there with Bridgeport undefeated going into that game tomorrow, next Friday night.
Yeah, and that game was probably the worst game that we played all season, and they played well, but after that game, it seemed like it set us straight, and it kind of got our focus back on what we needed to focus on, and our practices and stuff since that loss. If a loss is ever a good thing, then that one was.
Everyone who listens to High School Game Night knows who Luke Presley is. Luke, welcome in, partner.
Hey, buddy.
You doing all right?
Yeah, doing great.
All right, before we get started, Luke, of course, the running back, one of the very, very good running backs in the state, plays for the Tulsa Rebels. Before we get started here, you still have those black eyes?
No, I got rid of those.
I saw a picture. I saw a picture of you the Sunday morning after that happened on a Friday night. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, you look like you got hit by a Mack truck or something, buddy.
Felt like it too.
Well, I tell you what, heck of a ball game tonight. How about those Tulsa Rebels shutout win over a very good Mingo Central ball club, and you're going to a state title game next Friday night. It's got to be special, buddy.
Yeah, it was real special tonight. Got real emotional after the game. I mean, it's what we live for right here.
Well, you won tonight. You beat Mingo Central 22-0. And Luke, I want to talk about the defensive side for your Rebel Ball Club. You beat Mingo Central 22-0. Last week, you shut out Herbert Hoover 54-0. and you beat Liberty Raleigh in the first round 28-6. 3 playoff games, you've only given up 6 points. Talk about that Tulsa High defense and what's going so right for your Rebel Orange Crush defense through 3 playoff games.
Lots of film, a lot of practice. We changed up a lot of things, moved some people around. We did a lot of things to our defense to get it where it needs to be, and it's looking great right now. Hard-hitting defense.
Luke, let me give you a stat here. I don't know if you were aware of it or not. Tonight was the 57th game in the history of Mingo Central High School football. First time they've ever been shut out.
Really?
Yeah, first time. First game they've ever been shut out. And the Tulsa Rebels did that. So I know what a great offensive player that you are, but I've got a feeling, too, knowing that from a defensive side, that's got to make you feel really good.
Yeah, that just made my night.
Okay, see, yeah, all right, there you go. Now, next week, and I know you haven't had a chance to do anything, think about anything, you just want to think about this win. You got one more game to play, though, buddy.
Yeah, got Bridgeport at Wheeling. That's awesome.